Update 2. Poor Olivia, couldn't even keep her job, my brother mocked at the shareholders meeting. Then the new owner walked in. "Hello, sister," I said, holding the acquisition papers. The hollow sound of my family's empire crumbling. I stood at the podium outlining Atlas Capital's plans for Madison Group's restructuring while my father and siblings sat in stunned silence. In summary, I concluded, Atlas Capital will maintain the Madison Group name and core business operations, but with significant corporate governance changes. Full audits of all divisions will begin immediately. A prominent shareholder raised his hand, and the current management team will be evaluated based on merit, not family connections. I met James's eyes. Some changes will be necessary given certain accounting irregularities we've discovered. The room erupted in concerned murmurs. My father finally found his voice. "You can't do this." He stood, his face flushed with anger. "Were your family? Kept my voice level. Was it family when you offered to bury my discoveries about the offshore accounts or when you threatened to destroy my reputation if I didn't stay quiet?" Victoria jumped up. "You're lying. Daddy would never dash." "Sit down, Victoria." I pulled out another folder. "Unless you'd like me to share the details of your creative bookkeeping in the Asian subsidiaries." She sank back into her chair, face pale beneath her perfect makeup. "The meeting is adjourned. I announce shareholders will receive detailed documentation of the acquisition terms. My team will begin transition procedures immediately." As the shareholders filed out, many shooting curious glances between me and my family, Thomas appeared at my side with a tablet. "The press release is ready," he murmured. "And your father's private files have been secured." I nodded. "Have security escort them to the conference room. We need to have a family discussion." Minutes later, we sat around the massive conference table where I'd attended countless meetings as VP. The view of Manhattan through the floor-to-ceiling windows was the same, but everything else had changed. 5 years? My father broke the silence. "You planned this for 5 years?" "Actually," I opened my laptop. "I planned it for 5 years, 3 months, and 14 days. Ever since the night you gave me an ultimatum. Keep quiet about the fraud or leave with nothing." James leaned forward. "It was just creative accounting, Olivia. Everyone does it." "No, James. Everyone doesn't commit systematic fraud." I pulled up a spreadsheet. "Shall we discuss the shell companies in the Caymans or the fake consultancy fees you used to hide losses?" "How did you," Victoria whispered, "build Atlas Capital?" I smiled. "With every document I copied before I left, every connection I made, every lesson you taught me about ruthless business practices, I just applied them more ethically." "You're going to destroy us," my father's voice cracked. "Everything I built, dash. Everything you corrupted, I corrected. But I'm not here to destroy Madison Group. I'm here to save it." I turned my laptop around, showing them projections for the company's restructuring. Atlas Capital specializes in turning around troubled companies. We clean them up, make them legitimate, and build sustainable growth. That's what I'm offering Madison Group. A chance at redemption. "And what about us?" James demanded. "That depends on you." I met each of their eyes in turn. "Victoria, you're actually brilliant at international marketing when you're not hiding losses. James, your client relationships are strong, even if your ethics are weak. And Dad," I paused. "You built something amazing before you lost your way." "What are you saying?" Victoria asked cautiously. "I'm offering you a choice. Not the fake choice you gave me 5 years ago, but a real one. You can fight this. Try to challenge the acquisition leak stories to the press. Make things messy. If you do that, SEC gets everything. You'll face charges and Madison Group's reputation will never recover." My father's face hardened. Or you can earn your positions back properly this time. Work under Atlas Capital's oversight. Learn to do things legally. Prove your value beyond your last name." "You expect us to work for you?" James scoffed. "Our little sister?" "No, I expect you to work for Madison Group's new co." I slid 3 folders across the table. "Sarah Chin starts next week. She's brilliant, ethical, and has no patience for entitled executives who think rules don't apply to them." "You're not taking control yourself?" Victoria asked, surprised. "I built Atlas Capital to fix broken companies, not run them. Sarah will handle Madison Group's transformation. I'll focus on Atlas's bigger picture." I stood up. "You have 24 hours to decide. Choose wisely." As I turned to leave, my father's voice stopped me. "Why give us a chance at all? Why not just destroy us?" I thought about all the employees who depended on Madison Group for their livelihoods. About the clients who trusted us. About the legacy my grandfather had started before my father corrupted it. Because someone once told me that true business success isn't about destroying value, it's about creating it. I met his eyes. "You taught me that, Dad. Before you forgot it yourself." Later that evening, I stood in my real office, the top floor of Atlas Capital's headquarters across town. The sun was setting over Manhattan, painting the sky in shades of gold and pink. My phone buzzed with a text from Victoria. "I want to meet with Sarah Chin properly this time." Then, "James, those projections you showed us, I have some ideas for legitimate growth in the European market." Finally, my father. "I found Grandpa's original business plan in my desk. Would you have dinner with me? There are things I need to say." I looked at their messages, remembering the scared, angry girl who'd fled New York 5 years ago. She'd wanted revenge. But somewhere along the way, building Atlas Capital had taught me something more valuable than vengeance. My assistant knocked softly. "Ms. Madison, the Chin family's private jet just landed. Sarah will be ready to start Monday." "Thank you, Thomas." I picked up my phone typing replies to Victoria. "Sarah's free for breakfast tomorrow. Dress for work, not for show." To James, "Bring your ideas to the transition meeting. Legal ideas only." To my father, "Dinner tomorrow. Bring Grandpa's plan. Dad, bring yourself, not the say." I turned back to the window, watching the city lights begin to twinkle on. 5 years ago, I'd left Madison Group with nothing but evidence of their fraud and a determination to succeed. Now I owned their company, but instead of destroying them, I was offering a chance at redemption. This is where our story comes to end. Dear listeners, please share your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to like, share, and follow. Thanks to all for your support.